This is cancer. It could be a lump in your breast, a tumor growing in your ovaries, or a black hole of anxiety you fall into when you know you're high risk for cancer. It can be a dark place where you feel overwhelmed and all alone. It's the starting point of the cancer journey. But throughout the breast and ovarian cancer journey, Sharsheret is here for you. Sharsheret means chain in Hebrew, and we're a national organization linking women and families to hope on their cancer journey, connecting you to education, one-on-one genetic conversations and mental health counseling, peer support, and financial subsidies. Every cancer journey is different and unique, but Sharsheret is here for all the twists and turns, the ups and downs, getting you past the lumps, over the bumps, through the humps. We each are one link in the chain, but together we are stronger. Wherever you are in your journey, we have strength to share. Sharsheret.
Tonight's evening is dedicated in memory of Linda Pulitzer as we commemorate the 15th yahrzeit of her passing. Please welcome Becky and Daniel Wolf to lead the Siyum service.
Daniel and I had already started learning Masechet Sukkah when we volunteered to make the Siyum tonight, and we worried there would be nothing to connect to Sharsheret because this tractate of the Talmud is all about the rules and regulations of the holiday of Sukkot. Luckily, towards the end of the fourth parak, on Daf Mem Tet Amud Bet, the Gemara takes a detour from discussing the holiday and gives a number of lessons about the mitzvah of tzedakah. Among them is the statement of Rabbi Elazar, who says, "Gdola gemilut chasadim yoter min hatzedakah." Acts of kindness are greater than charity. A few lines later, he expands, saying, "Ein tzedakah mishtalemet ela lefi chesed sheba." The reward for charity is paid from heaven only in accordance with the kindness and generosity included therein. In his work Netivot Olam, the Maharal builds on this comparison between charity and acts of kindness. He explains that tzedakah is meeting an identified need, whereas chesed is not a response, but rather an anticipation of need. That's how Sharsheret was founded, with Rochelle Shoritz's realization that if she was diagnosed with breast cancer in her 20s, there were probably other young women like her, and she wanted to help them. She created an organization that uniquely combines both charity and kindness. From makeup kits to financial subsidies, genetic counseling to peer support, and so much more, Sharsheret provides all of its services free of charge with compassion and sensitivity. For all of us here tonight, we must recognize that it is only through the generosity, kindness, and caring of the professionals and volunteers of Sharsheret that our charity reaches its full potential. We're all lucky to be part of this amazing organization. And now Daniel will complete the Siyum.
At the end of Masechet Sukkah, there's a discussion about people who are in proximity to evildoers, that they can be affected by that proximity. And at the very end, Amar Abaye, the Amar Abaye says, "Oy l'rasha, oy l'shcheno." If woe to the wicked person and to his neighbors, meaning that if you live in proximity to a wicked person, you're likely to be affected by him and also suffer some of the problems that accompany that. But as the Gemara always does, tries to end on an upbeat note, Abaye continues and says, "Tov l'tzadik, tov l'shcheno," that if you live in proximity to righteous people, you will benefit from that proximity and reap some of those rewards. And the Gemara ends by quoting a pasuk from Yeshayahu that says, "Imru tzadik ki tov ki prima aleim yochelu." Tell the righteous person that all is good, because he will eat the fruits of his good deeds. And the Gemara notes that the pasuk starts talking in the singular about the tzaddik, but ends in the plural with yochelu, and they learn from that the people who are around the tzaddik also benefit from those from their rewards. And now the prayer for the Siyum. Hadran alach Masechet Sukkah v'Hadran alach. Datan alach Masechet Sukkah v'Daitan alach. Alan. Lo nishtane minach Masechet Sukkah v'lo titne sheminan. Lo ba'alma hadein v'lo alma de'atei. Yiratzom lefanecha Adonai Eloheinu v'levatei shetei tortcha emunatenu v'olam hazeu tei manu l'olam haba. Chanina bar Papa, Rami bar Papa, Nachman bar Papa, Achai bar Papa, Abba Mari bar Papa, Rafram bar Papa, Rachish bar Papa, Srucha bar Papa, Ada bar Papa, Dara bar Papa. Herav na Adonai Eloheinu divrei tortcha b'finu v'fifiot amcha Beit Yisrael v'yananachnu v'tzeinu v'tzeinu v'tzetzei amcha Beit Yisrael. Kulanu yodei shmecha v'lomdei tortcha lishma. Mevaite chakmeinu mitzvotecha ki lo'olam hi li. Yihi libi tamim chukecha leman lo evosh lo'olam eshkach bikudecha ki vamchi itani. Baruch ata Adonai lamdeini chukecha. Amen, amen, amen. Sela va'ed. Modim anachnu lefanecha Adonai Eloheinu v'lo avtenu shesamta chalkenu miyoshvei Beit Midrash v'lo samta chalkenu miyoshvei Kranot shanu mashkimim v'hem mashkimim anu mashkimim lidivrei Torah v'hem mashkimim lidivreim betelim anu amelim v'hem amelim anu amelim mekablim schar v'hem amelim v'hem mekablim schar anu ratzim v'hem ratzim anu ratzim l'chai olam haba v'hem ratzim lever shachat shnemar v'ata Elohim toridem lever shachat anshe damim mirma lo yechatzu yemehem v'ani eftach bach. Yiratzom lefanecha Adonai Elohai kashem shetzartani l'sayim mesachet sukkah kein tazrin latchil mesachtot usfarim achrim l'sayimam lilmod l'lamed lishmor l'asod l'kayim et kol divrei Talmud Toratecha be'ava uzchut kol ha'tanaim v'amorim et talmidei chachamim yamod li u'zari shelo tamush ha'torah mipi zari umizera zari ad olam tikayem bi bihit lechecha tanchea otach v'shachucha tishmor alecha v'hakitzota hi tisichecha ki vir yomecha v'sifu lecha shnot chayim orech yamim b'mina u'smala usher v'chavod Adonai ozamo yitein anevarecha tamo v'shalom. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shmei rabah Belma diu atid litachadado l'chaya mataya l'saka yaton l'chaya alma livnei karta diu shalem l'shachala echala begava l'mekar palchana nuchra minara lavata palchana divishmaya la'atre v'amlich kudsha b'richu v'malchuta v'karev etzmach b'kanei v'karev mishichei v'chayechonu v'mechonu v'chay dechol Beit Yisrael b'galav v'zman karev v'imru amen. Yehi shmei rabba mevarach le'olam and olmei olmaya yitbarach v'shvach v'tbar v'tmaram v'tesei v'tadar v'talev v'talal shmei tu'shah b'richu le'elam min kol mirchat v'shirata tushbachata v'nechmata d'amiram be'alma v'imru amen. Al Yisrael v'Rabbanan v'al talmideon v'al kol talmidei talmidehon v'al kol mandaskim v'raita div'atra hadein d'kol atar v'atar yehi lochon olchon shalom rabba china v'chista v'rachmin v'chayin arichin u'mzomer v'vichi v'kanu mikana v'ovunu shmaya v'ara v'imru amen. Yehi shalom rabba min shmaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom v'rumav hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen.
Please be seated. The barbecue dinner will open following the conclusion of the entire program.
Nobody close to me has ever had cancer.
Cancer doesn't run in my family.
I'm too young to think about this.
I'm healthy.
I'm a medical professional.
I don't need Sharsheret.
You don't need to have cancer to need Sharsheret. If you have a family cancer history, if you know someone touched by cancer, if you have Jewish ancestry, you will need Sharsheret. Statistics don't lie. Sharsheret is here for you every step of the way, before, during, and after diagnosis.
I transitioned from helplessness to hopefulness.
Sharsheret was there for me every step of the way.
You're just not by yourself, and it gives you some peace of mind to know that.
Sharsheret provides genetic and mental health counseling, emotional support, financial subsidies for low-income patients, partnerships with the medical community, and life-saving education.
Sharsheret has been one of the greatest resources that I've had on my journey.
So you can understand your risks and take control of your health.
Things that I didn't even know that I needed, they already thought of.
As much as we do in medicine, we are limited. We don't have the time, we don't have the ability. And so for us, Sharsheret is an essential piece to help improve patients' lives.
Sharsheret is your chain of support for your family, for your friends, for your patients, for your community, for yourself. When it comes to breast cancer and ovarian cancer, you are not alone. Join Sharsheret today and create a healthier tomorrow.
Please welcome Sharsheret CEO, Alana Silber.
Good evening, and wow, thank you all for coming out tonight. Welcome to Sharsheret's Tri-State Summer Barbecue. A special welcome and thank you to those we recognize this evening. Jordana Nadrich, Dr. Mark Sultan, Ben Strulowitz, and Becky and Daniel Wolf. I would be remiss if I didn't take a moment to remember our dear founder, Rochelle Shoretz, whose vision and brilliance created the foundation on which Sharsheret has been built over the past 22 years. Rochelle, we miss you every day. We have many to thank this evening. Our generous sponsors, the Barbara and Fred Court Foundation, Daiichi Sankyo, Merck, Pfizer, Immunogen, Neuberger Berman, GE Healthcare, and Daily Giving. Thank you to the devoted chairs and committee members who made tonight such a meaningful success. And thank you to the Jewel Circle members, those who commit to Sharsheret annually with gifts of $5,000 or more. If you look around the room, you'll see many of us wearing the Sharsheret gold necklace. These are exclusive gifts for Sharsheret's Jewel members, designed by our very own Velvet Box, and they're a way for all of us to raise awareness as Sharsheret ambassadors. And thank you to our incredible staff and our barbecue production team, led by Jordana Altman, Yafalea Field, and Dina Muskin-Goldberg. To my colleagues on the Sharsheret boards who are here with us tonight, and to you, everyone in the room tonight, and especially the strong showing of young professionals. Tonight's program is dedicated in memory of Linda Pulitzer, beloved mother of Sharsheret's Vice President, Jordana Nadrich. Jordana is the kind of lay leader Jewish organizations are lucky to find. She offers a strong balance of intellectual curiosity, love, and compassion, and spiritual and Jewish communal commitment. On any given day, Jordana can be seen lending her support to someone who was just diagnosed, growing Sharsheret's Power Pals program, and utilizing her leadership skills and passion to strengthen Sharsheret's board of directors, guiding us into the future. Please turn your attention to the screens for a tribute to Jordana and her beloved mother, Linda.
My mom was my best friend. I just turned 30. I had a 8-month-old and a 3.5-year-old, and my world felt like it was upside down. My mom was diagnosed with breast cancer in July of 2008, and unfortunately she passed away 5 months later in December of 2008. It was a very aggressive form of breast cancer, and it really wasn't treatable. After she passed away, my mother's doctors, knowing that I was high risk, it really encouraged me to get genetically tested. I was surprised that I came back carrying the BRCA1 gene when my mom was negative. I realized, wait, my dad's mom passed away of breast cancer at a very young age. My gene must come from him. 3 or 4 years after my mom passed away, I had an MRI, and I got a call that they saw some puddling of cells. And that was the first time where I actually took a step back and said, I need to do this now. I have 3 little kids. I'm playing with fire. So I decided that I was going to undergo a bilateral mastectomy followed by reconstruction. And I was very lucky because those precancerous cells were still there. And had I not done it at the time, I don't want to think about what could have happened. I was very intent on using the same doctors my mom had planned to use. And one of those doctors was Dr. Mark Sultan. I knew that he would be able to get me through this journey so I can be put back together the way I wanted to feel. And that's exactly what he did.
It's so important for us to try to understand what that person and their family is going through. It was taught to me by patient after patient, like Georgiana, like her mother, like so many others that had to face these difficult decisions. And it's so important because it is a partnership. You need a village to fight these things, and an organization like Sharsheret is just invaluable. I have so many patients that have benefited by this wonderful organization. It's been amazing as a resource for women that have to undergo these difficult procedures and these difficult decisions.
It was definitely a rocky road throughout, but Sharsheret was there for me. I got the support I needed, both from peers and from their incredible social workers and staff. They understood me and what I was going through in a way that others couldn't.
As her husband, they gave me the same type of support. It is an impossible task for one individual to be there both physically and mentally for someone who's going through that type of health journey. When you have a team behind you that is supporting both you and your wife, it makes it immensely easier to get through every day.
As part of my healing process, Sharsheret was an incredible outlet for me as it gave me the opportunity to give back. I was able to help other women who were going through similar journeys to myself. Another really critical part to my healing was the physical aspect of it, and that's when I took up running. I was really excited when I found out that not only could I run, but I could run for Sharsheret. It was an incredible feeling, and I did it again a few months ago to mark the 10th anniversary of my 10-year health journey. I joined the board, and I got to see firsthand what the staff at Sharsheret did every single day. And ultimately, with time, I became the vice president of the board.
Every time Jordana picks up the phone to call someone, every time she stops by someone who has just had surgery, every time she cooks a meal when someone needs it because she went through surgery, every time she brings a toy to a child whose mother just went through surgery, you truly are saving someone's world.
I really felt that through every surgery, my mother was by my side watching over me. I think that she was my angel. She really made sure that I got through each one, and that I'm sitting here now to share my story so I can help others.
Please welcome Sharsheret Vice President Jordana Nadrich.
I need a second. I'm still taking this all in. Most of you may not know this, but I was filmed a few months ago, and tonight is the first time that I'm seeing this all come together. And as you can imagine, it's highly emotional to watch. Deciding to share a breast and ovarian cancer story is an extremely personal and sensitive choice. My decision to share with all of you tonight was something that I weighed heavily for a very long time. Ultimately, I felt compelled to tell my story publicly in the hopes of saving even just one life. It's hard to believe that it has been 15 years since my mother, my best friend, was diagnosed with and passed away from breast cancer, and it has been 10 years since I took control of my own health. I would like to take a moment to express my unending gratitude to my amazing family and friends who are all here, and those who aren't, for their true, unconditional love and support, and especially to Mark and my 3 children, who are my 4 most important reasons for doing all of this. And of course, I want to acknowledge Sharsheret and thank Sharsheret for being by my side and holding my hand through it all. One of the many gifts that my mother gave me before she passed away was introducing me to Dr. Mark Sultan, a plastic surgeon extraordinaire, a local hero who has the kindest, most gentle, and humble way about him. Dr. Sultan gave me the gift of confidence that I needed all of those years ago, and that carries me through today and beyond. There are countless women at Sharsheret who have benefited from Dr. Sultan's brilliance, his care, his compassion, and his expertise. Whenever I speak with a woman who also used Dr. Sultan, her face lights up. It's because of how Dr. Sultan embodies the values of Maimonides in the ways he approaches his patients and the way that he protects us, watches over us, and ensures that we feel that we are taken care of. All are recognizing the sensitivity of why we are undergoing a mastectomy and what this surgery means on a personal and emotional level. It is my great honor to call upon the esteemed Dr. Mark Sultan to accept the Sharsheret Maimonides Award.
That's not fair. Thank you so much. It's really quite humbling to be presented with an award just for doing my job. My job as a reconstructive surgeon is to help patients in need before and after oncologic breast surgery, to allay their fears, to help them feel whole and safe, and to assist in putting this extremely difficult episode in their lives behind them. It's a job that I hope one day is obsolete, but for now, it's a job that I love. To be honest, it's a much easier job than the one we ask our patients and their families to do, and the one we ask Sharsheret to do every day. Imagine the terror that runs through patients and their families when they're first told of their diagnosis of breast cancer and all that entails, or of their gene positivity that mandates consideration of prophylactic mastectomies. Now imagine the vast amount of information and support needed by these patients and their families at times like these. This is where the amazing organization Sharsheret comes into play. The founders, the leaders, the volunteers in this wonderful organization are the real heroes here and the real honorees. And so it is in their honor that I accept this prestigious award. Thank you very much.
Please welcome Sharsheret Executive Board Member Batya Paul.
Jordana, Dr. Sultan, thank you for all that you do for the women and the families of Sharsheret. Each month, there are thousands of Jewish families like Jordana's that turn to Sharsheret for support, financial assistance, and life-saving information. The need for Sharsheret is greater than ever. Today, more women are diagnosed with later-stage cancers because of delayed medical appointments, and more women and families are struggling financially. Cancer is expensive, and Sharsheret helps cover the cost of human hair wigs, cold capping, and even emergency relief funds, such as car repairs, so that women can get to their treatments. This year alone, we anticipate close to $1 million in applications for financial assistance, and with your support, we can ease the burden. At last night's Long Island BBQ, we announced a very special opportunity. Shevet Glaubach has generously offered a $100,000 match for every dollar donated at the barbecues. And after last night, we're 50% of the way there. And so, I turn to all of you tonight and ask you to help us reach the match. Whether you've already made a gift, or tonight will be your first, whether you can give $180, $1,800, or $18,000, or tonight, join me and become a member of our Jewel Circle with a gift of $5,000 or more. Please give all you can, and even a little bit more. Text the word CHAIN, CHAIN, to 50155. Scan the QR code in your booklet, or on the screens, or in your program. Or because Wi-Fi is a little spotty in here, fill out your donor card that's on your chair. And when you're done, raise it high, and our staff members will be circulating to collect them. So, I'm gonna start us. On behalf of my husband and my family, we're going to give an additional $5,000 tonight to start off the match. Who's joining us? Please make your donation. Let's see all the donor cards in the air. Let's show Long Island we can close this loop, and we can do it, and let's reach the $100,000 match. The average subsidy that Sharsheret provides per family is $2,500. So, if we raise the $100,000 tonight, and I know we can help 40 women in need. As you make your donation, I want you to please listen for a moment to Barbara share her overwhelming gratitude to Sharsheret.
Bonnie, I wish I can hug you. Just got 2 packages from you. Every little thing I needed, that little gift, all this information. I just want to say thank you. God bless you. God bless all of you. I wish I could come to the building that they sent this from and hug everybody. I can't explain it. You don't know what it meant. I have nobody around. I feel so alone with this cancer. And this meant so much for me.
Let's do this, guys. Let's help women like Barbara tonight. So if you have not yet made your donation, text it in, scan the QR code, hold your donor card up high when you're done, and our staff will pick it up. And now that I think of it, I'm not so great at math. If we raised $100,000 because of the generous donation from the Glaubach, Shevet Glaubach, we're actually helping 80 women, not 40. So, make your donation now, double the impact of your gift, and together, all of us in this room can change lives one family at a time. Thank you.
Sharsheret is not only powered by dollars raised, but also by the energy of our volunteers locally and across the country. Tonight, we recognize Ben Strulowitz, a vice president at a New York City investment management firm who, for his own unique reason, first got involved with Sharsheret at a very young age. Please turn your attention to the screen.
Kids, when I was in high school trying to get your mom to even pay attention to me, I realized I had to win over Grandma first.
So what did you do?
One day after basketball practice, my coach asked me why I played so poorly. So I told him that there was this girl I was crazy about, but I didn't know how to get her to pay attention to me.
So what did he say?
He said, I heard her mom is the CEO of Sharsheret. Maybe you could win her over by impressing the mom, get involved with the organization. So I said, how can I do that? And he said, well, life is just like basketball. All you need is a playbook.
Ooh.
The Sharsheret Event Planner. Promote Sharsheret at work. The online Sharsheret campaign.
Everyone, we're very excited to have our first virtual Young Professionals Circle networking event. And we'd love for you all to connect with Sharsheret Young Professionals and Young Professional Circle as well.
The Sharsheret Athlete. So you see, kids, the lesson is, all you need in life is a good playbook, and you could accomplish anything.
Sharsheret for importance in the impact that it's made on other families, and for me, it's a great cause, and I'm really excited to continue to build it up and to do whatever I can to help these women who need these support services.
Even though Ben's goal was to get the girl, I can honestly say he's probably the most active young professional we have at Sharsheret. And his involvement is a true testament to his values and commitment to helping others. Ben has been able to mobilize young professionals in a really positive and uplifting way, infusing in his efforts a sense of humor and lots of energy. And I have really exciting news. Ben's playbook is now an official resource for Sharsheret volunteers. So check it out in your programs, start volunteering tonight, and Ben is around all night to get guidance. I'm really touched and honored to present this year's Next Gen Award to my son-in-law, Ben Strelowitz. Please join me in welcoming Ben and the stars of the show, Max and Dana. Thank you, everyone. The silent auction will be open until 9 p.m. in the garden. A special thank you to our auction donors for fantastic items, including tickets to football games, sports memorabilia, and an autographed Taylor Swift picture. For a complete listing, auction rules, and information, reference your programs. And now, please enjoy the barbecue dinner outside. Thank you, thank you, thank you.